Gabriel Matthews sat on the park bench, staring at the massive Christmas tree glowing in the town square, and tried not to think about how empty his penthouse apartment would be tonight. At 37, he'd built a software empire worth billions. But on Christmas Eve, he found himself alone in a park watching other people's joy from a distance. Snow fell gently around him, and he could hear laughter from families ice skating nearby, children squealing with delight. Gabriel had meetings in 17 countries, but no one waiting for him at home. He didn't realize he was crying until a small voice beside him said, "Don't cry, mister." Gabriel looked down to find a little boy, maybe 5 years old, standing beside the bench. He wore a bright red coat and a knit hat with bear ears, and he held a paper bag that smelled like fresh cookies. His blue eyes were filled with concern. "I'm okay," Gabriel said, quickly wiping his face. "Just got something in my eye." The boy studied him with the unflinching assessment of children who haven't learned to pretend yet. "You're sad. My mommy says it's okay to be sad sometimes, but not on Christmas Eve. Christmas Eve is for being happy." "Your mommy sounds very wise." "She is. She's the best mommy in the whole world." The boy climbed onto the bench beside Gabriel without invitation. "Are you alone?" Gabriel nodded, not trusting his voice. The boy looked thoughtful, then held out the paper bag. "Want a cookie? Mommy and me made them this morning. They're gingerbread. I couldn't take your cookies. There's lots. Mommy always makes too many. She says we have to share good things." The boy pushed the bag insistently toward Gabriel. "Please take one. It'll make you feel better." Gabriel accepted a cookie, and the boy's face lit up. The cookie was still slightly warm, obviously homemade, with careful icing decorations. "It's delicious," Gabriel said honestly. "I helped decorate them. That one you got is supposed to be a snowman, but the head fell off a little." The boy swung his legs happily. "I'm Noah. What's your name?" "Gabriel. Like the angel. That's a good name for Christmas." Noah looked at him seriously. "Gabriel, why are you sitting here all alone on Christmas Eve? Don't you have a family?" The simple question hit harder than any business negotiation ever had. "No, I have a big company and a lot of employees, but no family. My parents died when I was young." Noah's eyes went wide. "That's so sad. Everyone needs a family." He thought for a moment. Then his face brightened. "I know. You can borrow my mom." "Borrow your mom?" "Yeah. She's really nice, and she makes the best cookies. And she always says there's room for one more at our table. We're having Christmas Eve dinner tonight. You should come." Gabriel felt his throat tighten. "That's very kind, Noah. But I'm sure your mother has plans. She won't mind. She's always helping people." Noah grabbed Gabriel's hand with complete trust. "Come on, let's go ask her. She's right over there." Before Gabriel could protest, Noah was pulling him toward a young woman standing near the Christmas tree. She was watching them with an amused smile, holding two cups of hot chocolate. She wore a soft gray coat and cream-colored dress, her blonde hair pulled back, her face kind and open. "Mommy, this is my new friend Gabriel. He's sad and alone on Christmas Eve, so I told him he could borrow you and come to dinner with us. That's okay, right?" The woman's smile shifted to gentle concern as she looked at Gabriel, really looked at him, seeing past the expensive suit to the loneliness beneath. "I'm so sorry," Gabriel said quickly. "Your son is very kind, but I don't want to intrude on your Christmas." "I'm Sophia," the woman said, extending her hand. "And you're not intruding. Noah has very good instincts about people. If he invited you, there's a reason." She studied him. "You look like you could use some company tonight. We'd love to have you join us. I couldn't possibly impose. It's not an imposition. It's Christmas." Sophia handed him one of the hot chocolates. "Please, Join us for dinner, unless you have somewhere else to be. Gabriel thought of his empty apartment, his phone that hadn't rung with a personal call in months. I don't, he admitted quietly. Then it's settled. Dinner is at 6. We live just 3 blocks from here. Sophia wrote her address on a napkin. Nothing fancy, just roast chicken and all the fixings. But lots of warmth and laughter. Noah grabbed Gabriel's hand again. You have to come. Mommy always makes too much food anyway. At 6 o'clock, Gabriel stood outside a modest apartment building, holding a bottle of wine and feeling more nervous than before any board meeting. He almost turned back 3 times, but the memory of Noah's trusting face kept him moving forward. Sophia answered the door in a simple dress, an apron, flower on her cheek. Gabriel, you came. I'm so glad. Come in, please. The apartment was small but filled with warmth. A Christmas tree stood in the corner, decorated with handmade ornaments. The smell of roasting chicken and fresh bread filled the air. Noah ran up and grabbed Gabriel's hand. I helped set the table. Come see. I put you next to me. Over dinner, Gabriel learned their story. Sophia was a teacher at the local elementary school. Noah's father had died in military service 4 years ago. They lived modestly, but Sophia filled their home with love and purpose. Noah told me you have a big company, Sophia said as she passed the potatoes. What do you do? Software development. Business solutions mostly. But you built it yourself? Yes, from nothing. I started coding in my garage 15 years ago. Sophia smiled. That's impressive. And lonely, I imagine. Building an empire takes time away from building relationships. Gabriel met her eyes and saw understanding there, not judgment. Yes, it does. After dinner, they decorated cookies together. Noah carefully showing Gabriel how to pipe icing. They watched a Christmas movie, and Noah fell asleep leaning against Gabriel's shoulder, trusting and content. As Sophia carried Noah to bed, Gabriel stood to leave, but she stopped him. Stay, please, just for a little while. I'll make coffee. They sat on the couch, and Sophia asked him questions no one had bothered to ask in years. Not about his business or his wealth, but about his dreams, his regrets, what made him laugh. Noah's father was my best friend since childhood, Sophia said quietly. When he died, I thought I'd never recover, but Noah needed me to be strong, so I did my best. You're doing an incredible job. Noah is extraordinary. He is, and he has a gift for seeing people who need kindness. Sophia looked at Gabriel directly. You're very successful, Gabriel, but you're also very alone. Those things don't have to go together. I don't know how to be anything else anymore. Maybe you just need practice, and friends who remind you that success means nothing without people to share it with. Gabriel spent Christmas morning with them too. He watched Noah open presents, helped make pancakes, played with Noah's new toys, felt himself relaxing in ways he hadn't in years. Over the next months, Gabriel became a fixture in their lives. He attended Noah's school play, helped Sophia grade papers, took them to dinner and museums. His business partners noticed the change, how he smiled more, delegated better, found balance. 6 months after that Christmas Eve, Gabriel asked Sophia to dinner alone. They walked through the same park where Noah had found him. I was going to end my company that night, Gabriel said quietly. Sell everything, walk away. I built this empire, but sitting on that bench, I realized I'd built a prison. He turned to Sophia. Then Noah appeared and offered me a cookie and his mother's love, as if those were the most natural gifts in the world. You welcomed a stranger into your home. You showed me what really matters. Gabriel took her hand. I'm not good at this. I don't have much practice with relationships, but I want this, us, if you'll have me. Sophia smiled with tears in her eyes. Noah told me the night we met that you were meant to be part of our family. He said the angel Gabriel came to us for Christmas. Maybe he was right. I love you, Sophia. I love Noah. I love the life you've built. Let me be part of it. Yes, Sophia said simply. A year later, Gabriel knelt in front of Noah on Christmas Eve, in the same park where they'd met. Noah, I love your mother very much, and I love you too. I'm asking her to marry me tonight. But first, I wanted to ask you something. Would it be okay if I became your dad? Noah threw his arms around Gabriel's neck. I knew you were our Christmas angel. I told Mommy you were supposed to stay. Gabriel hugged him tight. This extraordinary boy who'd seen the crying stranger and offered cookies and comfort, who'd shared his mother's love as naturally as breathing. Sometimes miracles look like children who haven't learned to walk past suffering. Sometimes they look like mothers who welcome strangers because kindness matters. Sometimes they look like broken men finding courage to accept help from a 5-year-old bearing gingerbread cookies. And sometimes the family we build is the one offered on a snowy Christmas Eve by a child who believes no one should cry alone. If this story touched your heart, please like, share, and subscribe. Comment about unexpected kindness that changed you. Your stories remind us we're never truly alone when we're brave enough to accept connection.